Single people phone.
Good afternoon, guys. Every Friday, Queens, Nassau, Suffolk County weekly market update. Coming at you live, Ali and Matthew, the ones who are always here, always consistent. It's okay. We don't mind.
As usual.
Correct. So, without further ado, let's begin. You guys know the drill. Perfect, guys. Looking at homes, single families. I'm going to have Matthew jump the gun on this one.
So 2 weeks ago, we had 109 new homes listed on the market for average price of $967. Last week, we had 113 new homes with the average price of $907 versus last year, 2 weeks ago, we had a average of 110 homes. We had 110 new listings with the average price of $873. You can see the steady growth in pricing. Under contract, we had 76 2 weeks ago. Last week we had 66 new homes under contract. 2 weeks ago, we had 97 homes sold. Last week we had 42 homes sold, and last week we had 30 homes sold.
Now let's move on for single families, and now let's jump to multifamilies. We went from 62 to 83. I think our Wi-Fi is a little off. Sorry, guys, little technical difficulties. So we went from 62 to 83. 139, 47 last year is just 5. And 45. Biggest takeaway is our Wi-Fi is very off. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. Okay, hold on. Let's try to fix this.
Did you try turning it on and off again?
No, I think we're fine. All right, guys, let's go.
Go into the Wi-Fi one, the 2G.
It's not working for me. Anyways, let's go next. Let's get condos and co-ops.
Condos and co-ops for 2 weeks ago, we had 152 new listings versus last week where we had 163 versus last year where we had 120 new listings on co-ops and condos. 2 weeks ago, we had 86 co-ops under contract versus last week where we had 68 compared to last week where we only had 2 under contract. Sold, we see 88 2 weeks ago versus 55 last week versus last week where we had 39.
Perfect. So looking at this, the biggest takeaway here is the difference for the inventory again, comparing it to last year. Co-ops and condos have drastically went up. And this week, comparing it to last week, oh my God, guys, it's much better. Hopefully it continues the way it is and the way it has. Let's go next, looking at Nassau County single family homes. From 219 to 259, we're comparing it to last year's 368. Looking at under contract from 246 to 182, comparing to last year's just 6. Looking at close from 331 to 192, comparing it to last year's 207. Nassau County, always on fire, always consistent. As you can see, the inventory is there. Slowing down just a little bit, but look at 2 weeks ago, look at what happened. Less inventory, more contracts this year. This last week, we kind of equated to that. Let's look at next, Suffolk County market update. Matthew will be wrapping it up.
So Suffolk County, 2 weeks ago, we had 316 new listings versus last week where we had 378 new listings. Last week, we had 448 new listings, all around the average price of just above $650. And 325. So last week, so 392 homes sold.
400 closing, guys. Almost 400 closings in 1 week.
And last week we had 250
Going to last
versus
year's
looking at 269.
crazy takeaway. Only closing. The technical difficulties. I don't know if you guys hear me. We will